Today could have been a better day, but as I mentioned earlier, we get to live and fight another day. And tomorrow is quadruple witching day. A day not like others when it comes to options, contract, closing. And I want to talk about this and how it's going to potentially impact the share price of AMC going in tomorrow, but not only, and also Monday and Tuesday. All right, guys, first of all, if you don't know what quadruple witching day is, it's pretty much a date where we have all at the same time simultaneously stock index futures, stock index options, stock options, and single stock futures expiring at the very same time on the very same day, while the stock options contract and index options on the third Friday, these expire on the third Friday of every month. All of the four asset classes expire at the same day, the third Friday of March, June, September, and December. And these are called quadruple witching day because of the four asset classes I mentioned earlier. All right. If you come here on the quadruple dates for 2021, you can have March 19, June 18, which is going to be tomorrow, September 17, and December 17. So this is a big day in terms of volatility because not only you have all these asset classes, four asset classes, people are going to decide whether or not they're going to, first of all, roll those contracts or close the contracts. And it's also maybe falling in line with some rebalancing on some of the portfolios that are automatically managed, like the quantitative portfolio, some of the ETFs, some of the mutual funds, in terms of hedging, all right? So it doesn't necessarily mean that quadruple witching day is going to be bullish or bearish for any type of assets, but usually before the actual Friday of quadruple day happening, you can already sense the volatility spiking like we've seen today. You can tell that it might have been a coincidence with the Fed decision yesterday, but I'm not really sure about that because, again, guys, the volatility tends to spike before the actual Friday. So tomorrow, when it comes to AMC, we see first of all that we have a lot of volume when it comes to the calls already in the money. These are calls ranging from $40, $35, $40, all the way up to $60 as we close today at $60, $73 a share, all right? But here's the catch, guys. I don't necessarily think that these call options closing, if we close tomorrow at 60 and higher would be better, but I don't think 48 million shares will actually be bought by the market makers who are selling these contracts, these options contract. Because if you look at the option chain here, I really believe, personally, I think, this is my personal opinion, that the share price of AMC has already baked in the delta hedging from 40 to 45. Maybe 40 to 46, saying that those market makers already bought the shares in order to protect themselves from the risk of the share price closing below $60 or even $50 by already purchasing the shares when it came to the share price between 40 and maybe $46 a share. So we are actually looking at the volume from 46 to 60. So it will maybe not mean necessarily having to buy 48 million shares, but maybe, I don't know, half of that. But definitely, if it happens that tomorrow we close at least at this same price or better, we go to 65 or 70, man, it's going to be way better because that's where, they haven't really mitigate and manage that risk yet. And that's why coming into Monday and Tuesday, possibly next week, we may see a huge buying pressure coming because of the gamma squeeze caused tomorrow. But also, guys, as always, I always want to be prepared, hoping for the best, but also be prepared for the worst because we are battling a dirty player. You know what I mean, guys? You know what I'm talking about. So they have more than one trick in the bag. So I don't want us to get our emotion up and high and all fueled up, and then if it closes tomorrow at 58 or even 45, we think it's over, okay? Because, you just never know. You just never know, all right? So this is it, guys. Tomorrow might be a great day, maybe closing at 65, 70. Tomorrow might end up being just a regular day where we close flat around 60, which would be great. But it can also be a day where we close on the red. So be prepared. I'm not spreading FUD, just being realistic, okay?